Hello, hello. You are here with Dave Jose. It is a cold Wednesday in Buckeye, Arizona, which is hard to believe because it's always hot here. But today I'm going to show you guys how God will allow your enemies to fall directly into your hands. See, I've been fighting a group of people who have been known to attack people who go after CPS, and they seem to have their reasons. Now, in the past, and I'm going to show you guys PCAPs for this, they've sent people after me who have come out with records as people who, one, trafficked kids and had proof of it with a criminal arrest record. And I showed you guys the young lady who's running through Facebook telling people not to deal with us. And it was kind of amazing. People were blown away by it. But today, I'm going to show you that Micheal Cadena, a clown who calls himself Dad versus CPS, has once again got with, maybe hired, I don't know how he did it, but he brought forth some people to make some claims about me that they will not swear is true, and they're in other states. So it's kind of crazy how people just get assigned to you from other states, and then they don't come out with full disclosure and tell you who they are. Well, today I'm going to show you how powerful God is. I'm going to come to you with the PCAPs. Now, like I said, months ago, I showed you guys a situation where someone came and tried to attack me, and we find out that this person was actually trafficking a little girl. And it's crazy that how these people end up working with some of the same people in the same network who's always mad at the people who decide to stand up and speak about the wrongs of CPS. But today, we're going to see those PCAPs and go a little bit deeper and stand on some freaking fire. So I want you guys to know that when you have an opportunity to stand up and tell the truth, you fight, you show the truth, you stand, and you don't let them stop you at any cost, because it is God who has your back. And we're going to show that again today. Let's go into it. Okay, so here you go, guys. I have a picture of Dad versus CPS channel special guest with Randy Scott Davis, Ashley Cooper, and some other people who Micheal dealt with. Now, this was streamed 1 month ago. It has a whopping 657 views. Boy, that guy is getting around. But guys, what I want you to think about is, why does he have somebody named Randy Davis from Virginia, a woman named Ashley who I think lives in the Midwest, and others on a video about me, when none of them live in my state, none of them deal with me, I don't talk to any of them, none of them ever had a personal conversation with me, but somehow they're supposed to be able to give information on my life. Well, remember the name Randy Davis, because this is the guy who Micheal attempted to add to groups that I was in. Check it out here. Now, don't take my word for it. It says Randy Scott Davis, Ashley Cooper, and John Riddington require approval to a page that I ended up being added as an admin on. So to see more clearly, let's look again. So you see here it says Randy Scott Davis added by Micheal Cadena Wednesday. So Micheal Cadena is trying to add this person to the group to talk trash. But why? Now let's remember Heidi M. Hall, the last person they used to come after me, was charged with involvement with sexual servitude of a minor less than 17. She actually tried to pimp out a little girl and was caught trying to take pictures of the girl in sexy lingerie to turn over to a John. Now, this woman didn't get prosecuted, but she does some special work now attacking parents and CPS. But what's up with this other guy, Randy? Well, here's a Facebook message with Randy and another woman. She asked, Randy, are you a Mason? My dad is a 33rd degree, so I have personal experience. I have not unfriended you, and I believe you are. He said, I am a master Mason, Freemason in Alexandria, Washington, number 22, Washington, Virginia, George Washington's Lodge. She says, good and bad and all. At a BS $1 True Finder background check on Holly. So she's asking about background checking somebody else, but talking to a Mason. Watch this. So there is bad everywhere. These idiots spreading foolishness about Masonic child sex rituals are crazy. Now, guys, a normal man who has not been asked anything about any child sex activity or rituals, why in the world would he just out of nowhere bring that up? And I mentioned it before. Why would that be on a man's heart? That's not a response if somebody asks you if you're part of a club to just bring up stuff talking about children being raped. So what is it that's on this guy's heart? Well, I want to show you guys something really deep and how powerful God is. Let's go deep into what we're seeing. So here you go. This is the video where they were talking about me. This is Dad versus CPS, Randy Davis, and a lady named Ashley. Isn't it super strange that his special panelist up in the right-hand corner is Randy Davis? Now, let's look deeper into this guy and find out who in the world he is. Well, here is a picture from Mr. Randy Scott Davis's arrest record. Sampson is the agency that arrested him. He's 5'11", 209 pounds. And let's see what happened with this guy. Charges: number 1, failure to register as a sex offender. Number 2, failure to register as a sex offender. It was reported to us that this gentleman actually is a sex offender, and I believe actually against children. He also has domestic violence protective orders. So why would Micheal Cadena get a high Freemason who actually was able to hide his record with the judge at once, I hear? Why would Micheal Cadena get a man who is a sex offender, I believe of children, to come out and make up a story about David Jose when he's all the way in Virginia as a high Freemason? Can anybody figure out why Micheal Cadena might have to bring people who don't know me to say things about me, but not give you guys full disclosure that this is the second person who has had criminal charges of doing something bad with minors? What gives here? Is this PCAPS or what? Y'all let me know. It seemed like God always get a smoke. Now, guys, if this was President Trump and he had friends that were child molesters, the nation would go crazy. How is it that Micheal Cadena is connected to so many people who deal with child rape, child molestation, child exploitation, and he's able to get them together to be able to talk trash and to come against parents who fight against CPS? It's kind of weird. He claims himself that he's never had any situation where he's helped any parent win a case, but he calls himself Dad versus CPS. But at the same time, he's going against the people who fight against CPS. And what's even more strange is he's able to find people from all across the country who never talk to me or other people to attack those who are fighting against what CPS is doing. It's kind of strange that those who are taking part in harming children, and in some instances were able to preserve themselves while their friends went to prison for life or 20 years or more, or able to work with judges and hide and seal their records of molestation. How is it that Micheal Cadena can connect with these people so easily? I mean, what's the chances that you would have one friend that was a child molester and you still deal with them? How does he connect with people that have a whole crew of child molesters, traffickers, people arrested for trying to traffic kids? How is Mike Cadena doing that? And isn't the God of heaven so wonderful? Because he shows PCAPs. He stands up for those who would do his work. God blesses those who trust in him. I knew that it was only a matter of time before God came out and gave these clowns the smoke. Now you have it. Today, The Real with PCAPS, Micheal Cadena is working with dirty traffickers, dirty molesters, and using them to try to make stories to benefit his page. And then he runs around and asks people for money as if he's doing something good while working with molesters and traffickers. Now, I'm not going to just say that. I'm going to show you. This guy has nothing to offer, setting you up to hear bad stories from traffickers that are made up. And then I'm going to show you that this guy runs around begging for your money like the scammer he is. Let's look. Here he is. I'm trying to get back to Texas. If anyone can help donate for a plane ticket, I would much appreciate it. I need to leave by Thursday morning. Thanks so much. And for good measure, this dude even had to make another post asking for money again with his PayPal and his Cash App. But this guy has never helped anybody and has proven that he works with people who deal with trafficking. Okay, so just know, guys, that those who are dealing with trafficking, working behind the scenes, trying to get access to your kids, will do very dirty things. They will likely have access to government documents that are made up, be working with attorneys. There's some more information that could come out that could get real heavy and real serious about other people Michael's working with. I'm just letting y'all know. It's really strange that one person who this team dealt with had a record for a little girl. This guy has a record that was hidden, but he's a high level Freemason. But he has done things that are wrong, from what I'm told, against little people. And this dude got a record for it that was sealed and hidden for a little while, but the truth comes out. So, as you guys see, when you stand up against the deep state, you stand up against corruption, you stand up against evil, they gonna come at you. Doesn't matter. God will let their own words, Psalm 64, be flipped on their own head. And this is what you see here. They called themselves making a great expose with 650 something people watching. I'll give them 700 just to up it for them, estimate, high. But really the truth is that these people are doing dirty and evil works, and God has blown their back out. Here's the truth. Dave, Jose, you get to see it. Them PCAPs, as always. Love y'all. Praise God. Peace.